Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents 10 Signs to Stop Wasting Your Life. Number 1. Oversleeping. How frequently do you find yourself sleeping for longer than you intended? Laziness and a lack of discipline are the direct results of getting too much sleep. It's hard to force yourself out of bed in the morning. A few extra minutes of sleep is all your brain wants. When you lack the willpower to keep yourself from going back to bed, your motivation can soon disappear. However, the issue is considerably more dire for those who sleep too much. Spending 10 or 11 hours asleep each day is a massive waste of time. Week by week, the pieces will build up to a significant sum. You feel like time is slipping away from you. Fatigue makes issues even worse by reducing productivity. You're not only more pressed for time, but also less efficient in how you use that time. You feel tired and might have trouble keeping up with your regular activities. What it comes down to is this: oversleeping is a poor use of time. You're only making yourself more exhausted, which is a waste of your day. Just how does one go about changing their perspective on the necessity of sleep? How can I quit wasting my mornings and my life? Give yourself something to be excited about. Locate a motivating interest or pastime. Stop wishing for more sleep and think instead about the things that interest and delight you. If you think about what really motivates you, you could find that you don't need that extra hour of sleep. Number 2. Mental care. How often do you do things to keep yourself healthy? And I'm not referring to the physical you. I mean your mental abilities. Many people focus on their physical health, but neglect their mental well-being. The brain functions like any other muscle in the body. In order to develop, it must be put to work and faced with difficult tasks. Brain exercise is essential for maintaining mental acuity and clarity. The vast majority of individuals ignore their intellect. You seem to spend your days doing mindless things. You start to feel mentally drained, foggy, and weak. When your thoughts diminish, so does your happiness. Care your mental health. Mind training activities such as reading, puzzle solving, and engaging in thought-provoking conversations should be practiced daily. There is a wide variety of strategies for developing one's cognitive abilities. Don't be hesitant to try new things, and go with whichever option most tickles your curiosity. There are no wrong answers as long as you are using your brain. Number 3. Constant loops. Do you find yourself repeating the same time-consuming routines over and over again? You check Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram every single day. Nothing good will come from it, but you still do it. You waste many hours per day repeating the same ineffective actions. This situation has two major flaws. The primary issue is that you are squandering a greater portion of your life than you give yourself credit for. Time moves more quickly when you're preoccupied with anything else. The time flies by in what seems like seconds. The days fly by faster than you can blink. The day will pass by and you won't even realize that you wasted it. The second issue is that you rely on these cycles as a way to detach yourself from your duties. Having a break from work to watch TV is a great way to relax. Flipping through your phone's feed is a surefire way to make yourself forget that you have work to do. Those lost minutes are gone forever. You can no longer retrieve the time you wasted. You may sulk about the time you wasted for hours on end. However, you shouldn't waste your time doing it either. Do not waste your time reminiscing the past, rather, make the most of the present moment. Break free of those loops. Break out of any ruts that may be holding you back. Follow your dreams and interests with all your heart. Stop procrastinating and start realizing your dreams. Number 4. The past's hesitation. Try to picture this: you spent the last few years trying to make your great goal come true, but you were ultimately unsuccessful. The company you founded could have failed. Perhaps you attempted to get your artistic career off the ground but failed. You tend to be hesitant at the moment. You're stuck in the past and refuse to move on because you can't bear to repeat mistakes. Put the past in the past. That setback certainly was discouraging and challenging. However, what has happened in the past does not dictate what will happen in the future. There's no use letting a setback ruin your pursuit of happiness. The more mistakes you make, the better your chances of succeeding. The things you try and fail at teach you valuable lessons. You can improve in the future by remembering your past failures and avoiding them in the future. Thinking about the past is a waste of time and energy. Don't ruin your chances at success by dwelling on your mistakes. Continue onward. Get back up and try it again. Also, think about what the future holds for you. Honestly, how apathetic are you? Are you concerned with the state of the world today? A lack of intellectual and creative drive is reflected in ambiguity. I am not implying that you lack intelligence or imagination. This is not the case at all. Your enthusiasm has merely become background noise at this point. For this reason, you just do not care. You no longer understand why some things are more vital to you than others. How do you make a U-turn then? Find out more. Spend your money on activities that excite and motivate you. In this way, you'll never be at a loss for why to care. Number 6. Uncertainty. Tell me, what are you up to at the moment? Can you tell me if you're actually finishing your degree? Do you have a dull job? Seeking a profession that will keep your interest? Regardless of where you are in life, this is a question you should ask. Am I trying to get what I really want? What I'm doing piques my interest, but am I truly enthusiastic about it? Do I find value in it? The questions you answer will reveal whether or not you are living a fruitful life. It's important to spend one's life doing things that bring them joy. To what end are you working if it isn't something you enjoy? Why bother with college if you're not interested in what you're studying? If it lifts your spirits, gives you energy, or otherwise improves your life, then it's not time wasted. No matter how comfortable and secure your life is, if you're not interested in your goals, you shouldn't waste any more time. If you're not passionate about what you do for a living, you should probably look for something else to do. Number 7. Mutual benefits. Do you feel you fall short of the achievements of others you admire? Such comparisons are damaging and should be avoided. You might, for instance, hold yourself up against a famous person. But how do you feel about that comparison? Your pride could be damaged. It's natural to feel like you're falling behind and can't possibly catch up. It's easy to feel sad about yourself if you keep making unfair comparisons. Even if those famous people are light years ahead of you, your lives are totally different from theirs. The longer it takes you to inspire and strengthen yourself through comparisons like these, the more you'll do it. You can, however, draw some positive comparisons. You might evaluate your worth by contrasting it to that of your peers. Consider this. Am I my own worst procrastinator? Do my pals put in more hours at the office than I do? Every one of you is a unique person with your own set of priorities and aspirations. However, the sight of close loved ones serves as a motivating force toward development. This group contains reliable collaborators. People who can teach you new things and help you develop as a person. Never judge yourself against strangers. That kind of thinking only brings you down. Instead, take inspiration from the successful individuals around you. To those who have challenged you, I say, challenge me in the same way. You'll be able to do much more and have a much better time doing it when you focus on building deeper connections with others. Number 8. Discouraging comfort. To what extent are you motivated right now? Being inspired is a profound experience. It's an overwhelming force that pushes you to your creative limits and encourages you to strive for excellence. The wonderful thing about inspiration is that it can hit at any time. With a view of the ocean, an urban jungle, a crowded street corner, or a quiet night in. However, what distinguishes one source of inspiration from another? To be inspired is to have had some sort of life-changing encounter. You can learn a lot about yourself and the world around you by trying new things. A lack of life experience could be the reason you're not feeling inspired. Many people are bored because they don't venture outside their own little world enough. They have no fresh ideas to offer because they are stuck in a rut and don't know anything else. You should explore your surroundings for ideas. Break out of your routine. And try something different. The unwanted way of life. Can you say that you're happy with where your life is at the moment? Determine where you currently stand. Think about the people you've chosen to be with and the road you're on. Are you happy with the path your life is taking at the moment? Do you prefer anything else, or are you okay with the present situation? Something indistinct, baffling, or improbable? Don't hold yourself back from achieving your goals if you want a better life. Avoid settling for a way of life that makes you unhappy. Don't sit around hoping that anything will change, because no one else will. Put your needs first. Spend time focusing on making yourself happy. In addition, hurry up, before it's too late. Number 9. Being alone. The time alone could prove to be refreshing. It's possible you're an introvert who thrives in quiet, solitary spaces. There is no problem with that at all. But you can't avoid human interaction forever. Life is meant to be shared with others. The people you meet and the bonds you forge will introduce you to perspectives and information you otherwise might have missed. You may find the answers to your questions about life's meaning and purpose in the relationships you form. Since the source of purpose, like that of motivation or inspiration, can come from anywhere. Rather, it is a hybrid of the two. Come out of hiding if you value your life and want to quit squandering it. Embrace uncertainty and broaden your horizons by venturing outside of your comfort zone. Even outgoing people have their limits. Making new friends can be exciting, and it can be a great source of inspiration and fulfillment. Also, make time to get to know oneself better. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.